Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bar Sham Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Um, this is the brother Paya Allah from GMS London Camp, and I've got an article here from the express.co.uk, and the title reads 10 minutes to get out. What would happen if Britain suffered a nuclear strike? Okay, and if we know anything about biblical prophecy, we know that America, which is Babylon the Great, described in the Bible, as described in the Bible, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. The ICBMs from um, their enemies, being Russia, China, really headed by Russia, China, and also all the other proxies, all these other weaker nations are going to fire on America. But also, America's going to be fired upon by its allies as well, as it tells you in the book of Revelations. Okay? So it's saying, the title reads 10 minutes to get out. What would happen if Britain suffered a nuclear strike? It's the ultimate fear. North Korea gets out of hand, the norms of geopolitics collapse, and the nuclear ICBM start flying. Okay? So this is a great fear that's being, perpetuated at this point in time due to what? Kim Jong-un, since he's come into rulership, I believe they said since '04, they've had 6 nuclear tests, and 4 of them being in his rulership. So he's really like preparing himself for this nuclear destruction, man. And they're trying to get Russia and China to hold him back. But he ain't stopping, man. So this is why these things are coming to the forefront. And this is prophecy being prepared to play out, okay? So it reads, Kim Jong-un has already warned he would target Europe with a nuke, something most experts think he is currently incapable of. However, his alliance with Russia and China provides a real, if remote, possibility of nuclear strike in Britain. Okay, and this is pertaining to Britain now, which, you know, more than likely is going to catch a missile, London and whatnot. But at the same time, the prophecy in the Bible says that the Allies are going to fire missiles upon America. So they ain't going to be no letting up on that prophecy, man, because it tells you in Isaiah 55:11, the word of the Heavenly Father doesn't go out void, man, but it'll accomplish anything it's said to do. Okay, so that's gonna happen. However, so what happens when a hydrogen bomb tipped in intercontinental ballistic missile heads our way? Well, unlike many unlike many of our European counterparts, there will not be a series of World War II style klaxons, the so-called 4-minute warning. What will actually happen is that the government will take over your mobile phone, advising you to get to safety. So it even shows you, look, they tapped in, with all this BS, they keep talking about, they need to pass laws to have access into mobile phones. It shows you that they already have a back door into your mobile phone, man. Because how would they be able to access your mobile phone? And furthermore, statements like that allow it to be put out there. You know, they marketing it like it's for your own safety. If there's a nuclear attack, you're gonna be made aware. Okay, a missile from Russia would take about 20 minutes to reach the British capital. Okay, so they're saying a missile from Russia would take 20 minutes to get to Britain. Okay, and if you read the scriptures in the Bible, the Book of Revelations, it tells you in 1 hour, Babylon will be brought down. Okay, and that's the time, the countdown, 60 minutes. That's what from the missiles going off. That's how long America's got. Okay, to reach the British capital, given that it would have to pass over the NATO allies territory, triggering alerts it is estimated that the UK would realistically have about 10 minutes to respond. Okay. Um, in that time, the UK government would need to get the message out to the public. GCHQ can easily contact every registered mobile in the country and send out an emergency SMS alert. And they didn't really delve into how what form of registration that is, because technically, um, whenever you use one of these smartphones, which is the norm in society now, you're registered, you know, through many means. You know, you, you, you your phone is registered via your email account, okay, and various other biometrics, okay. They also have the ability to block access to base transceiver stations, okay, so they can blocking outgoing calls and making your device a one-way communicator, providing you with important instructions, leaving mobile signal for emergency services only. So they can actually disarm your phone. Your mobile phone can get disarmed, and they can you can only make emergency calls if anything. And that's a precursor to the RFID technology, man. You take that chip, man. You get the option to basically die or take the chip, and you choose to take the chip. You're basically gonna die later on anyway, man. But because it tells you in Revelation's 14th chapter that you're gonna have your part in the lake of fire, man. All right. Um, what those instructions would be are unknown. Perhaps like Japan this week, the advice would be to find a sturdy building or structure, although it is advised that the basement of a building rather than the first floor would provide greater protection. But they showed you that in the movie Knowing. You know, Nicolas Cage, although it was raised from the sun, said it could. You need to get a mile underneath the surface. It's the same with America, man. I don't have the statistics at hand or off the top of my dome, but no nuclear bunker is gonna save you if you're over there in America, man. You're getting blown away, all right? That place is gonna the smoke is gonna be going up for a long time. That's how ferocious the fire is gonna be, man. From the ICBMs, it tells you 200 million. I believe it's 200 million ICBMs are gonna fall upon America, man. All right, and they also show you. Actually, I'll hold that point for when I read on. In the event of a nuclear attack on the capital, the Prime Minister have 10 minutes to issue a retaliation. In case of Prime Minister being incapacitated or killed in the attack, a letter of last resort will be given to the UK's 4 nuclear submarines. So that would basically anything. It tells you the least of the flock shall draw them out, and that's talking about the land of Israel. Okay, those people, well, the state of Israel, should I say, the so-called Jews, they're the ones that are gonna get this this World War III on them popping. Okay, no one knows what the letter states except the Prime Minister herself, as each individual leader writes their own. Although the UK has no protocol available to the public for a nuclear attack, the US have a website called read.gov with advice in event of an attack. It has a reassuring background of a fiery mushroom cloud and helpful points of what to do before, during, and after the nuclear blast. Build a supply kit. Build a supply kit and make an emergency plan for your family. Go as far below ground as possible, and should you survive, stay inside for the next 2 weeks. So you better have a deep underground bunker, man. You know, if you want to survive that shit. We're talking like the dumbs that the luxurious, you know, underground bunkers that the elites have, because they're the only ones that are gonna survive this attack. Okay, as it tells you in Amos the 9th chapter. Okay, so and that, you know, wherever they're situated, you know, underground. Um, but they show you read on. However, the 1970 series of airy UK public information film called Protect and Survive told people how best to survive. Viewers are told that three rising sirens would sound and attack. A series of three bangs, guns, or whistles would then indicate the fallout was expected. People outside at the time should simply were simply told to lay on the floor. You're as good as dead, man. Those inside were warned to stay in their home or other building as few outside walls as possible, with as few outside walls as possible, and hurdle under a table. An unbroken siren would indicate the attack was over for any survivors. Okay, I'm gonna have to say it, man. Nuclear World War Three is being prepared. Okay, and this is a North prophecy at this present time. This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim you this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Now, this is the point. Let the weak say, I am strong. Now, as we know, North Korea has been a weak nation from it was annexed between Russia and America. But now North Korea is basically taking a stance against America, man, in preparation to fulfill that prophecy in Joel to fire ICBMs upon America. That's why this ICBM, the latest test they had, actually brought about a earthquake, man, showing you how the preparation, the drums of war are beating very heavily. So with that, man, I pray you edified. Shalom.